Well, good to have you back. Before we go to the papers this morning, we've got a guest in the house who's going to be helping us with the analysis this morning.
All right, the guest we have today is Comrade Uzo Kemeze, a public affairs analyst. You're welcome to the program.
Yeah, viewers at home, good morning.
All right, let's kickstart with the stories making the headlines on our ABS website.
Elections, ECOWAS urges candidates to accept poll results. Anambra government targets to extend street light projects to all communities. Obidigwe, Onwasa, others win Anambra National Assembly elections. Serap seeks intervention of ICC on electoral violence.
Great stories making the headlines on our ABS website. Okay, let's begin with the very first one. Elections, ECOWAS urges candidates to accept poll result, whatever it is. We should accept it.
The ECOWAS has said that the poll result will be accepted. It is what we call fair is foul and foul is fair. Is it when it is fair, we accept it, or when it is foul, we're still going to accept it? So what I'm saying is that do we accept everything that happened in the result? So I disagree with them.
Probably that, for peace to reign.
That not when there is, violence, irregularity in things, we have to accept it. So we continue to mold it, and it will go into that is the pedestal that we cannot control it.
So in other words, you're saying we will accept if it's fair.
If it's fair, we are going to accept it.
Foul,
we're not going to accept it.
All right,
that's a big one.
All right, big one there. Let's look at the second story. Anambra government targets to extend street light projects to all the communities in Anambra State.
That is a very good, commendable effort to the Anambra State government. At least I've seen the one that they put ring road, okay, Nibo Siag ring road. So it is something that the state government have decided to extend it to all the community in Anambra State. At least you can see passing in the night, you find out that these hoodlums, okay, they don't know where to hide again because the street light is there and they can able to, see their hideout. So it's a very good project, and we recommend them to do that, in earnest.
All right, the third story there, Obidigwe, Onwas and others win Anambra National Assembly elections.
Yes, first of all, Anambra State, I commend the citizens of Anambra State for coming out in March to cast their vote, and Anambra State did not witness any political or election violence. It is a sense of maturity, okay, and those who win, it is not winner take it all. You must have to also congratulate those that also lose, when it is fair, as I'm saying. So I just congratulate them for their electoral distance.
All right, still on election, talking about electoral violence, Serap seeks interventions of ICC on electoral violence. I heard yesterday they wrote a letter to the president telling him to intervene on the electoral violence that have been witnessed from 1999 till 2019. So,
there is going to be a proper analysis of what happened from 1999 when we entered democracy from military regime to the president's dispensation, that is this 2019, and make check and balance and know the plus and minus and know what we have then, is it what we're having now? Okay, if 1999, when you just have a nascent democracy, okay, and there's less electoral violence, and now that you are going from 1999 to 2019, which is about 20 years, okay, you are now becoming worse. So this is what I'm going to do comparative analysis. Okay, so
Commentary.
Commentary for such a thing.
All right, let's quickly move to the first newspaper this morning, the Daily Sun. The stories making the headline this morning has really been very funny this morning. But let's move on. As INEC releases presidential election results, Buhari wins 2.8 million votes, Atiku 2.4 million in 10 states, including FCT. Now, riders there, President comes tops in Ekiti, Osun, Kwara, Nasarawa, Kogi, Gombe. PDP candidate clinches Abia, Enugu, Ebonyi, Ondo, FCT. PDP moves court action over results as federal government cautions against truncation of electoral process. APC rejects Abia figures. Well, on top of that story, we have I declared Okorocha winner under duress. RO, you a bloody liar. The governor is actually saying that. The FCC arrests Iwu ex-INES chairman, questions him on the Zienis 2015 pools funds. Melaye Amosun Nnamani wins Senate seats, upset as presiding officers lose out. 2019 electoral violence worse than 2015. ASA EOM voters, party agents interfered with polls, says AU observers. I won't talk until INEC declares results. Buhari. INEC officials narrate how soldiers snatched Rivers polls results. There are a lot of stories we can actually see there, but we know the elections are still going on. Let's quickly look at this one. I declared Okorocha winner under duress. That's coming from RO, the returning officer, and of course, the governor is saying he's a bloody liar.
That's what we're saying. Okay? No, there is no intellectual, mobile, able Nigerian that we see what's happened in this election and now tells us that it is violence-free, it is transparent, it is credible, it is fair. Now look at the two other stories that soldiers snatched ballot box in Rivers. And you see whether this thing happened in 2015, whether it happened in 2011 or 2007 or whatever. Okay? So what we're saying is that the process is what matters, not the product. Nigeria is always about the product and not the process.
Okay.
It's the higher time we start to deal consistently to the process that's the result to the product. So you see now that, let me just tell you an example, because I have to give you an empirical evidence.
Okay, go ahead.
In what happened in my own community. Okay? I went to my community to vote on Saturday. I was in my polling unit. Okay? I have my BVC. You see, most of the ad hoc staff are not conversant how to operate the card reader. Okay? Then such thing delays the electorate. Then when the card reader start working, by the time they call the technician to come and just put it in order, okay? Then you find out that after the election has been conducted and the result announced in the polling unit, then the whole polling unit, that is 14 polling units in our ward, okay, collected their results in the collection center. The returning officer is nowhere to be found. It disappeared into thin air. And it takes us a constant effort to say that the INEC officials will not go until the result is being declared. They said that they didn't see the returning officer since yesterday up to that moment. As I'm telling you, the man did not appear. We now have to make a frantic call to the INEC headquarters in Oka here for them to send 2 of their staff to come and compute the result, and we leave that place 2:30 to 3 a.m. in the morning. Wow. So what happened? He's not the person that compromised the process, and now left the scene. So you see what I'm saying? There is a serious problem.
All right, let's move on to the next papers this morning.
Daily Times. All right, the headlines, banner headline there said, PDP, APC in verbal war over results of presidential poll. PDP saying, we reject results so far declared to submit original copies from polling units. Then APC saying, PDP action illogical as an election does not end until final collation announcement of results. Federal government accuses PDP of laying groundwork for constitutional crisis. Don't allow your supporters cause violence over polls results. U.S. urges candidate. Then down there we see Special Presidential Investigation Panel has no power to prosecute court rules. Alleged bribery, EFCC writes AGF seeks Zidani's extradition. And the group slams INEC over poor conduct of presidential and NAS polls. Bank customers' accounts linked with BVN hit 36.8 million. All right, let's see the big story there. PDP and APC in verbal war of words over the poll that was just conducted on on Saturday rather. And these people are saying that, APC is saying that it's illogical for them to start rejecting the result until the final result is being announced. So what's your take on that?
There's no need of telling them that it's illogical, because the delay is dangerous. Let me just say, look at Senegal, conducted election within fraction of 24 hours, result has been announced. Okay? You don't win election in ward or local government or in state. You won election in polling unit. We have 1,776,000 polling units. And the election are being casted in this polling unit and results are being declared. So why can't INEC mandate the officers the idea that once the result is declared in the polling unit, transmit it to our portal immediately? This rigorous of ballot snatching, computation of result under pressure to do this would have not been there. Okay, but you delay. You tell somebody to come manual while you have electronic devices. Why do you introduce card reader if you know that the result cannot be transmitted electronically? Okay, you would have let us go manual as it was. But now the card reader will read the card, then you now vote and you declare result in polling unit, not in the ward. First of all, so if the results in polling unit are being transmitted to the INEC, summary of it will give you who are winning within the first 24 hours. So what I'm saying is that it is clear evidence. We see what happened. Okay, in Lagos, in Rivers, in Bayelsa, for a state governor, executive governor of a state, to say that his state is under siege. Saraki Dixon say this. And we're seeing these things happening, and we say that the election is free. Who are telling us to take these things in this way? Nigeria must move forward, and it's hard time that we take things, in order by following a process that we're going to give a better product.
All right, let's move on to the next paper, the Punch newspaper. Stories making the headlines. The big one there: Buhari wins 7 states. Atiku 4. PDP rejects results. INEC continues announcement of results today. On top of that story, oil price plunges after Trump tells Nigeria orders to relax. Ajimobi accepts defeat, congratulates PDP Senator-elect orders. Panic as talk sets Imo INEC office ablaze. I declared Okorocha winner under duress, returning officer. Well, underneath that story, we've got father allegedly rapes 3 daughters, attacks wife. Hoodlums beat up traders, destroy shops in Lagos market. Agbaje kicks against election violence in Lagos. Yes. Great stories there. We've got federal government alleges plan to disrupt electoral process. Check transactions deep by 20% as digital payment rise. Well, let's quickly look at this one. Federal government alleges plan to disrupt electoral process.
If the electoral processes, as I said, as I'm saying, the important thing is the process, and not the product. Okay? Well, how are we going to amend the process? What's the process that brings this government into power? Is that process being followed? You find out that 2015, everybody was just happy about a fly.
And even before now, in 2015, they would have the result must have been announced.
The result was announced just on Monday evening.
Yeah.
Okay, even on Sunday morning, the election was conducted on Saturday. On Sunday morning, I received results from FCT and other places already at hand.
So, what do you think is responsible for the delay?
Responsible for the delay, okay, is that the process has been compromised.
Let's quickly look at this. Panic as talk sets Imo INEC office ablaze.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Many places. That is what we call violence. Now, are you telling me that what the ECOWAS element said that we should accept this result or whatever that happens?
Let's take this call. Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning. Your name and location?
Yeah, my client is Joseph on the line.
Barrister, go ahead. Go ahead with your contribution.
Yes, I'm seeing you from Okaye.
Okay, go ahead.
First of all, let me just say that the delay in coming up with the provisional result is not actually caused by the INEC, but due to some problems they had on that Saturday that caused them to start having elections on Sunday. So there's every need for INEC then to allow those states that had the election on Sunday to come up with the result. So once the result is there, they will do what? They will announce. Then again, Okorocha, the man that announced his name under duress. Then I expected the guests to tell us the implication. If an election is announced under duress, what is the implication? Can that announcement stand? Then the answer is yes. Once the thing is announced, it will now take the court process for it to be reversed. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Barrister. For want of time, let's move on to the next paper. The Nation newspapers. Stories making the headlines.
All right, story making the headlines on the Nation newspaper. Buhari set for victory. That's the big story there. President wins 7 states. Article takes 4. FCT 24 state results are still coming. Tinubu held INEC security agencies for peaceful poll. Government warns against plans to truncate electoral process. APC to dominate the Senate. The numbers there, we have APC 41, PDP 19, YPP 1. That's the senators-elect. Kwara 3, says Abdul Razak. All prices steep to $65 per barrel. I'll reconstruct Milo's face. IG orders probe of assault on DCP. Down there we see observers score polls high. Parties should honor peace pacts. Security agencies get kudos. No underage voters, says Tanzania President. EU mission louds Nigeria, civil society organization, and other stories there. All right.
Let's quickly take the Guardian newspaper at once, so we just talk about it. At once, the stories making the headlines. Big one: PDP rejects INEC's polls results as Buhari leads. I await INEC's final outcome, says President. Observers flee violence. Smart card readers failure. Others. We've got how delayed announcement of poll result aids rigging transactions. Hoodlums terrorize Oshodi in Lagos as fear grips Ladipo Daleko markets. Politics of violence, surprise outcomes in a checkered electoral showdown. PDP coalition centers have all original results from every polling unit in every ward, in every local government area in Nigeria, of which the international community is well aware, implying all results currently being announced by INEC are incorrect, thus unacceptable to our party and people. That's coming from PDP. But let's quickly look at this one that says how delayed announcement of poll results aids rigging transactions.
Exactly. That's just what you said earlier.
I'm trying to tell you. Okay, that's delay. How can I learned that a policeman was escorting a result to the Abuja and they were shot on the way. Okay, hoodlums attacked them. Okay, you see, why can't we do things in a modern way? Let us embrace modernism. Okay, Nigeria is too big to this kind of processes we are following. Okay, how can the result be? Election is being conducted in polling units, and up till now, Tuesday will pass, Wednesday will pass. You still collecting results. And somebody tell me now, someone said that it's not INEC problem or fault. It's their fault. Because you have adequate fund provider for you to provide adequate security and guide these elections. Then people are being intimidated, a lot of people are being burnt in Lagos before everybody's eyes. You see it happening. Okay, so what I'm saying is that the process must be amended, must be followed, okay, so that you can be able to work in tandem with what obtains in the western and other part of the world.
So you're suggesting that if we are using the smart card, everything should be electronic?
Thank you very much. Let me ask you. If somebody credits me 10,000 naira, will the bank credit 5,000? They can't do that. Okay, they give that 10,000. That's when the thing is credible. Okay, what you put in is in what you got.
Beautiful. Well, we can go on and talk about it, but remember that the papers are out there. You can actually go out and pick any of them, and of course read up and get the latest information on what's happening around the world, and of course our country, Nigeria. And this is exactly where we are calling it a day.
And we want to thank Comrade Uzo Ekem, a public affairs analyst, for coming here today. Thank you so much.
Viewers, many thanks to you for giving us your audience.
All right, don't go anywhere. We'll still be right back because we have other top issues that we're going to discuss.